Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all doing well. Okay, today this is the science lesson for class 4 students. Okay, in the science first, our topic is understanding our bodies, which is your first chapter of your science book. Understanding our bodies. In this chapter, what is the objective? The main objective of this chapter is to know about your different body parts and their functions. As you know, students, that the human body, it is just like a machine. You know about a machine? What is a machine? A machine you can simply take. It is a device or it is a thing which can use a form of energy to do some work and to make the work easier for the human body or for anything. Okay, so the machines are of two types. One is man-made, and the human body, it is also taken as a form of machine or a type of machine, right? Okay, and what we are using is energy. You know, we are using energy in the form of food. The food which we are taking, that gives us energy, and that is used to perform different functions in our body, right? Okay, so in our human body, there are different body parts inside it which are performing different types of functions, like the bones, the muscles, the lungs, the heart, the teeth, the stomach, the brain, the eye, the ear, etc., right? Okay, the bones, you know, there are 206 bones in the human body. How many bones? 206 bones. And that all bones combine together and they make a skeleton in our human body. And that skeleton is actually giving a shape to the human body, right? Okay. Apart from that, it also used in another functions, which is it protects some inner organs. Like you can take the example of the skull. Skull is protecting which inner part of organ? It is the brain, right? Or you can take the example of the rib cage. The rib cage is protecting which inner organs? That you can take the heart, or it is the lungs. So these bones can protect that different organs as well, okay? Now come towards the muscles. As you know, we have discussed the bones. So that bones, the muscles are attached to it. And what is the function of that muscles? The functions of that muscle is to help the bones to contract or to relax, to move, to do different works, right? Okay. Now we are going towards another important part of the human body, which is the lungs. Lungs. What is the function of the lungs? It is used for breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. During breathing, we are taking oxygen gas from the atmosphere. We are inhaling. And what we are exhaling in the output, that is the carbon dioxide gas, which we are giving to the atmosphere. That carbon dioxide and another that is used by the plants for their photosynthesis and to make their food, right? Okay, so that is the function of the lungs. Now come to the most important body part, which we can say it is the heart. Heart, you know, what is the function of it? The function of the heart is to pump the bloods. It pumps the bloods to all the different parts of the body. Here we have a model of the heart as well. You can see it is, and what is the size of the heart? The size of the heart you can take, it is just like your clenched fist. Every human body, its heart size is just like its clenched fist, right? Okay, the heart has different types of vessels and arteries, etc., and that it has different parts as well. And what is the function of the heart? That it takes the blood from the body, which has no more oxygen or less oxygen, right? And that is sent to the lungs for the oxygenation, and that it comes back to the heart, and then it is giving it to all the different parts of the body, which becomes the oxygenated blood, right? Okay, so this is the model of a heart. You can see it is just like this, okay? Now, another one important organ of the human body, it is the teeth. Teeth, you know, you have different types of teeth in your mouth, right? Approximately it is almost 32 at the older age, you can say, or if you grown up properly then. Okay, so there are different types of teeth and it has different types of structure. A tooth has two main parts. One is called as the crown. It is the upper part of the teeth, and another one is its roots, right? The crown is the top part of the teeth, and root is the crown is the top part of the teeth, and another part, it is the root. The roots are inside the gum. Roots are inside the gum, and it is connected or fixed in the gums with the help of these roots. Okay, now there are, as we have different types of teeth, so they are divided into 4 different types. That is the incisors, the canines, the premolars, and the molars. They are the names of the different types of teeth. Okay, incisors, they are the shaped like the chisel, and it is the front tooths of your mouth, right? The front tooth or front teeth, they are the incisors. With this incisors, there are 2 canines on its sides, right? And the canines are actually used for biting something, biting the food, okay, or catching the prey. Different animals, they catch the prey with the help of that, or tearing flesh or meat of different animals. Okay, with that canines, then we have the premolars and the molars. Premolars and molars, their main function is to chew and to grind the food that we have taken in our mouth. Okay, then there are, we have to take care of our teeth, because as you know, the food which we are taking, some of its parts, they are there in the teeth, remains in the teeth, and that they become, if we are not cleaning it or whatever, so they become decay happen to the teeth, right? So we have to take care of our teeth, brush your teeth properly twice a day or thrice a day or after every meal, right? Okay, then is the stomach. Stomach is another body organ of the human. Okay, stomach. What is the main function of the stomach? The main function of the stomach is to digest the food which we have taken in our body. You know, the food which we have taken in our body, it is first grinded or chewed by the teeth in our mouth, and then it is going to the stomach. In the stomach, with different juices, which are there naturally. So with different juices, they are combined together and they are converted into simple pieces, which are then easily can be converted into the blood. So in the stomach, the main function is to the digestion of food, or to convert the food into simple substances or dissolve, which can easily dissolve in the blood. Okay, after the stomach, the food is going then sent to the small intestine and the large intestine. So in the after small intestine, it is the nutrients are sent to the blood, and the other remaining part or the waste product, it is expelled out of the body, right, from the large intestine. Now, the brain. What is the next organ of the human body? It is the brain. We have a model here as for brain as well. You know about it. The brain is the most important part of our human body, and its main function is to control all the works or all the functions of the different body organs. Right? It is the most important organ, that's why, because it is controlling everything. And it is made up of different millions of the nerve cells. Millions of nerve cells. And the different types of messages, they are carried along the different body organs with the help of, with the network of nerve cells which are inside there in the brain. Okay, the base of the brain, it is extend into the spinal cord. Spinal cord, which is there at the back of the human body. So in that spinal cord there are these nerves which are connected to each other, and to every body organ that nerves are sent, and all the messages from the different body organs, they are sent to the brain, and which response we will have to give in that reaction. So the brain is giving message back to the nerves, and it is then sent to the concerned body organ. Okay. Now the next body organ, we can say it is the skin. The skin is also very important part of our human body. It coats the whole body and it protects the whole body from different types of factors. It can sense the pain, the temperature, the pressure, and there are a lot of nerves which in the skin as well, which can give or send messages to the brain and to send back the messages from the brain as well. There are different types of skin infections as well. We can say that it is the most common is the ringworm, which is mostly found in the different types of skins, and it is spread by a fungus, right? So we have to take care of our skin. We can take a shower, or we can protect it from different types of bacteria or fungi or viruses, etc., right? Okay, the next organ, the most important, it is the eye. The eye are like two tiny cameras. It is a model of an eye, and it is like two types of tiny cameras in our head, in the human body or in the different animals. Okay, they send a steady stream of pictures back to the brain, and there are different special cells in the eye which can help you to see different types of colors. With the help of eye, we can see the objects. Then the message are sent to the brain, and then we can identify that either what is the color of that or what is that thing. We can easily identify with it. Okay, the next one, body organ, it is the ear. Ear are not just the flaps of the skin that you can see. They have a very important job to do, about it. They turn sound waves, which are tiny vibrations of air, into the kind of information that the brain can understand. With the help of ears, we can hear different types of sounds, but we don't know what is that. So that messages are sent to the brain, and the brain can then identify to us that what is that sound actually is. And there are different parts of the ear as well that we have, that is the eardrum or the ear ossicles, and canals are there. So that was about the ear. Students, as we have discussed all the different organs of the human body and their functions, so we have to take care of this human body very properly, because little damage to any bird, it can create different types of problems to us. So in your book, there are given some ways to how to take care of your body, right? Okay, so it is for the teeth, you have to brush your teeth twice a day or after every meal you can, okay? And you have to check your teeth regularly by a dentist properly, okay? Then drink 2 glasses of milk every day to make your bones and teeth strong. These bones and teeth, they need calcium to maintain strong. Okay, so we have to take milk every day, 2 glasses of milk, so that they become strong. Okay, play sports to keep your heart and muscles in good condition. Body different exercises, they are very important for your heart and your lungs, right, so that they can work properly and they become healthy. Breathe in fresh air as much as possible to have healthy lungs. As the lungs, we are taking in the oxygen from the atmosphere, and we are taking out exhale out the carbon dioxide. So the fresh air or the oxygen, it is very important for the lungs to take in. Okay, eat a balanced meal. Balanced diet is very important for your body. Right amount of food at the right time, that it will help your body to maintain healthy, okay? Take up outdoor activities, body exercises or the walks or the simple exercises, they are very important for your body. Okay, always drink boiled and cold water, eat freshly cooked clean food, mostly the vegetables and the fruits, the proteins, the cereals and the meat, everything you have to take in proper amount. Okay, never eat uncovered food, especially from the roadside vendors. Okay, avoid especially that. Always wash your hands before eating. Always wash your hands, because as you know, there are some germs on your hands. So whenever we are taking the meal, so it is going inside our body with the help of these nails or these fingers. So whenever you are taking the meal, you have to wash your hands. Keep your skin clean by washing regularly with soap and water, right? Take care of your skin as well. Never look directly at the sun, because it will hurt your eyes or it can damage your eyes. Keep your eyes clean by splashing cool water all the time on it. Do not watch television for more than 2 hours a day, because that is not good for your eyes, especially the mobile screens or every types of that screens, the TV, televisions, etc. Avoid it. You are not supposed to watch it more than 2 hours. Do not read in dim light. Do not read in dim light, because it can also damage your eyes. Do not listen to very loud music. Loud music or loud sounds, it can damage our eardrum inside the ears, right? Do not put anything pointed in your ear to avoid damage to your ear, right? Do not put any pointed or sharp things inside your ear, so that if you can put it inside your ear, it can damage your eardrum inside it. So take care of your body, stay healthy. This is class 4 science, amazing science book of Oxford by Parveen Arif Ali. The first chapter is understanding our bodies. Your body. In many ways, your body is like a wonderful machine. Each of the many different parts of your body has a special job to do. Means every part has its different jobs which they are performing. The bones and the muscles work together to make you move. What is the function of bones and muscles? They work together to make you move. The heart pumps blood around the body. What is the function of the heart? It pumps the blood. The lungs take in a gas called oxygen from the air. The most complicated part is the brain, which can control all the other parts. The brain, what is the function of the brain? It can control all the other parts. Machines need fuel to make them work. The fuel for the human body is food. You need a regularly supply of food to keep your body working properly. Like all other living things, the human body is made of tiny parts called cells. There are millions of cells in the body. The skin, the blood, muscles, and the most other body parts are made of cells. Now come to the first organ, it is the bones. There are 206 bones in your body, and they are joined together to make up the skeleton. This is the picture of a skeleton you can see. The skeleton gives the body its shape. What is the function? It gives the body its shape. Some bones protect the main inner organs. For example, the skull protects the brain. The ribs make a rib cage around the heart and the lungs. Now, the muscles. There are more than 600 muscles in your body. Some of the muscles help your body to move. Other helps to digest food, keep the blood flowing and the lungs working. This is a picture. In the picture, muscles are, it can shown it to you. Muscles are made of tough elastic tissues. Muscle can contract, which means that they can become shorter. This causes movement. Now come towards the lungs. As you breathe, your chest moves in and out. Inside the chest, there are two sponge-like organs on either side of the heart, and they are called as the lungs. You can see it in the picture here. There are two lungs. One is the left lung and one is the right lung. The lungs take in a gas from the air called as the oxygen. This oxygen is absorbed into the bloodstream. When you breathe in, your lungs fill with air and become larger. When you breathe out, your lungs become smaller as air is squeezed out of them. Now come towards the heart. You can see it in the picture. The heart is a pump that is always working. It is made of strong muscles and is about the size of your fist. As it beats, it pumps blood to all the different parts of the body. In this way, oxygen, which has been absorbed by the blood, is carried to all the millions of cells in the body, and the body cells need oxygen to stay alive. Now come towards the teeth. Before food can be used by the body, it must be broken down into small pieces. This breakdown begins in your mouth when you chew food. This is done by your teeth, your jaws, and the muscles that move the jaws. A tooth has two
two main parts, the crown, which is that part which can be seen sticking out from the gum, and the root, which holds the tooth firmly in its socket in the jawbone. The crown is covered by a non-living substance called as the enamel, which is the hardest substance in the body. Enamel is the outer covering of the teeth. It protects the tooth from the wearing away. These are different kinds of teeth. This is a simple tooth, you can say, and the parts are incisor. It is the incisor and it has a crown and a root. So this is the incisor type. Now this is the canine type. This is a premolar. This is the molar, right? And the teeth are arranged in the lower jaw and the upper jaw like in this shape. There are four types of teeth in the human jaw. Incisors are shaped like chisels so that they can cut cleanly into the food. What is the function of it? It can cut the food. Canines are more pointed. Humans use them for biting, but some animals like dogs have long canine teeth which they are used for catching prey and tearing flesh or meat, you can say. Premolars and molars have flayed crowns which when moved across each other chew and grind the food into pulp. Now, tooth decay and gum diseases. Tooth decay is caused by the plaque, a sticky film of food, saliva and bacteria which forms on the teeth after meals. Plaque on the teeth absorbs sugar. Bacteria in the plaque change this sugar into acid which dissolves away tooth enamel and make a cavity in the tooth. Bacteria in the plaque also damage the fibers which holds the teeth in place. This causes the teeth to become loose and they eventually fall out. Now comes to the stomach. When you eat food, it is broken down into lots of tiny simple pieces so that the body can use it. This breaking down process is called as the digestion. The body uses food to produce energy. These are the different organs which are involved in the digestion, like the stomach, the liver, the small intestine. First of all, you chew food with your teeth. Then you swallow it. The chew food passes into the stomach where a strong acid breaks it down. There are lots of muscles in the stomach wall that mix the food with juices that help to digest the food. The acid in the stomach also helps to kill germs in the food. From the stomach, the food passes into a pipe called as the small intestine. From the stomach, this food is then passed into the small intestine. This is where most of the digestion of food takes place. The useful substances passes through the walls of the small intestines where they enter into the blood, and the blood can carry them to the parts of the body where they are needed. Now some disorders of the digestive system. Our digestive system can have many problems if we do not eat healthy food, right? It is also important to have it in the right quantity. Overeating can cause acidity, so avoid overeating. Overeating, it can cause acidity and indigestion as food cannot be properly digested. If we do not eat enough fibers are mostly found in the vegetables and in the fruits. Okay, so if we do not eat enough fibers present in the whole meal flour, fruits and vegetables, we can get constipation. Drinking unclean water and eating unhygienic or stale food can cause diarrhea or vomiting, food poisoning and other stomach disorders. So be careful while taking your food. Now the brain. The brain is the most remarkable organ in the body. It sends out and receives hundreds of messages every second. It controls the muscles, sense organs, the body temperature and even your appetite. The brain is made up of millions of nerve cells. The messages are carried along a network of nerve cells all over the body. In the picture you can see this is a human brain. The base of the brain extends into the spinal cord. This is a flat bundle of nerve cells. It runs down your back inside the backbone. Along the way, the nerve branch off from the spinal cord. Some go to the arms, others to the lungs, heart, stomach and intestine. Lower down nerve branches off to the legs and feet. Now come to the skin. In the picture you can see this picture of a skin. Your skin is like a coat that protects the body. In the skin there are nerves that can sense pain, temperature and pressure. These nerves send messages to the brain and give your body the sense of the touch. With the help of skin we can easily feel the touch, or with the touch we can find out what is inside in the atmosphere. Now there are some skin infections. The ringworm is the most common skin disease which is spread by a fungus. It causes circular swelling on the skin. Athlete's foot is another fungal disease which attacks soft skin of the feet, especially between the toes. Scabies is a common skin infection which is caused by tiny mites which lives in the skin. It causes itchiness and can easily spread to the other people as well. So be careful for these and protect your skin from these infections. Now come to the eye. The eyes are like two tiny cameras inside the body. In the picture you can see it is the eye. They send a steady stream of pictures back to the brain. There are special cells in the eye which helps you to see colors. You can see in the eye, here is the iris. There are some other parts of the eye. So the iris, the lens, the cornea and the retina. There are the optic nerves here. So these are the different parts of the inside eye. Now come to the ear. Ears are not just the flaps of skin that you can see. They have a very important job to do. They turn sound waves, which are tiny vibrations of air, into the kind of information that the brain can understand. You can see in the picture there are different parts of the ear as well. Sound wave is coming here. It is striking first the eardrum. Eardrum is here. This is the eardrum. Now this is the ear canal by which the sound waves can pass. Then going to the ear ossicles, and there are some semicircular canals and the cochlea, and all then messages are sent to the brain, and we can identify what the sound is inside in the atmosphere.
Now come towards the book exercise. So in the book exercise, your first question is about the question answers. It is answer the given question. Okay, what is the first question? It is, what is the fuel for the human body? It is discussed in the lecture now that what is the fuel for the human body? It is the food which we are taking. It is the food which we are taking inside our body that is used as a fuel for the human body. Question number 2. What is the name of the tiny parts that make up the human body? Our body is made up of very tiny parts. So what is the name of that? They are called as the cells. What is that called? Cells. Cells are the tiny parts that make up the human body. Now question number 3. How many bones make up the human skeleton? It is discussed. So how many bones? It is 206 bones. They make up our human whole body skeleton. Now question number 4. How many muscles are there in the human body? There are 600 different types of muscles in the human body in the different organs. Okay, what is the work of the heart? It pumps the blood. What is the work of the heart? It pumps the blood to all the different parts of the body then. Okay, what does digestion mean? Digestion means the breaking down of the food into tiny simple pieces that is taken into our mouth. So digestion means the breaking down of food into simple form which can be easily used by the body with the help of blood. Breaking down of food. Okay. What is the last question? What types of cells are found in the brain? What types of cells are found in the brain? These are the nerve cells which are found in the brain, and they are carrying different types of messages to the different organs of the body. Now another question in your book, it is the match the body parts with their functions. You have to match what is this body part function is. You can easily match it. Now comes to the first one, it is the skeleton. What do you think? It pumps blood, or it controls the body parts, or it helps to digest, or it gives body shape, or it is used to chew the food or provide oxygen? Okay, so it will be match. It gives shape, body shape to the human body. What is the function of the stomach? It is very easy because it helps to digest the food. Okay. What is the function of the teeth? It is used to chew the food which we have taken in our mouth. What is the function of the heart? It is already discussed now that it pumps blood. Okay, and what's the function of the brain? The function of the brain to controls all the body parts. Okay, one is left here. What is the function of the lungs? Lungs provide oxygen to the cells. Okay, so these were the 2 questions which are given in your exercise. What will be your homework for today? It is to do question number 3 and 4 of the book page number 9 in your neat copies. Okay, thank you.